Hey everybody, in this video we are going to review standard form and vertex form of a parabola. So here we are in standard form, looking first for the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry comes from the formula opposite of b, so that's negative 2 over 2a, so that's 2 times 3/4. Okay, so we have negative 2 over 2 times 3/4 is 6/4, and 6/4 simplifies to 3 over 2. Okay, now I'm going to turn this 2 into 2 over 1 and divide these fractions. Negative divided by positive is negative, and if I make an outer loop here and multiply those, I get 4. That's the numerator. Inner loop, 1 times 3 is 3. That's the denominator. Negative 4/3 is my answer. So the axis of symmetry is x equals negative 4/3. It has to be in the form x equals because it's an equation of a vertical line. Next, we are going to find the vertex. The vertex is going to have this same x value. So for the vertex, we have a point where x is negative 4/3, and we have to find y, and y comes from doing f of that x value. So f of negative 4/3 is 3/4 times negative 4/3 squared plus 2 times negative 4/3 plus 1. So I'm going to use my calculator to evaluate this. So 3/4 times negative 4/3. Be careful when you do negatives because the negative button and the subtraction button do different things. They are different buttons, so make sure that's a negative, not a minus. Then we have plus 2 times negative 4/3 plus 1. And that's negative 8/3. And I'm going to input all of this in my calculator. So that's 3/4 times negative, make sure you use negative, not minus here, 4/3 squared plus 2 times negative 4/3 plus 1, and that is negative 1/3. So the vertex is negative 4/3, negative 1/3. Next, we want the Y-intercept. The Y-intercept is a point, 0, comma, something, so it's where x is 0. And to find the y value, we do f of that x value. F of 0 is 3/4 times 0 squared plus 2 times 0 plus 1. So that's 0 plus 0 plus 1. The y-intercept is 0, 1. Then we're going to determine if it opens upward or downward. A is positive, so it's going to open upward, so it opens up. And does it have a maximum or a minimum? If it opens upward, then it's going to look something like this. The vertex is down here at the bottom, which means the vertex is a minimum, so it has a minimum. All right, my numbering system's a little weird here because of a mistake. I'm going on to 3, 2 and 4 are on the back. Directrix is y equals 7. So up 7, we have a directrix. The focus for this parabola is going to be at 2, negative 3. So we've got a directrix and a focus on the graph. We want to know where is the vertex. The vertex has to be exactly halfway between the focus and the directrix. from 7 down to -3, that's 10 spaces. So if I just go down 5, there is the vertex at 2, 2. So the vertex is at 2, 2. The axis of symmetry has that same x value as the focus and the vertex. The axis of symmetry is x equals 2. Now we want the equation. So the equation is y equals, or it could be f of x equals. We're going to leave a little space here for a and write the rest of our equation. The vertex is hk, and the equation is x minus h, so the opposite of 2 is -2 squared, and then plus k, so it's x minus h plus k, and k is 2, so plus 2. Now all we need still is the value of a. Now what we need to remember is that the y value of the focus comes from k plus 1 over 4a. So we're going to make an equation out of that. The y value of the focus, -3, equals k, which is 2, plus 1 over 4a. So I'm going to subtract this 2 over to this side, so it's -3 minus 2, that's -5, equals 1 over 4a. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 4a and get 1 equals -20a, and I'll divide by -20, so I get a is -1 over 20. And there's the rest of my equation. Okay, so now we'll flip over to the even side, and we are starting this one in vertex form. So first we are going to find the vertex, and the vertex comes from h and k, and in this formula, this form of a parabola, right here is the opposite of h, so that means h is 3 and k is 2. So there is your vertex. Next is the focus. Next is axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry has to have the same x value as the vertex and the focus, so it's x equals 3, must be in the form x equals, so it's a vertical line. The focus is a point with the same x value as the vertex and the axis of symmetry, and then the y value is k plus 1 over 4a, so that's k is 2 plus 1 over 4 times a, and a is -4, so that's really 2 and then plus 1 over -16, which is minus 1/16. I'm going to do this one by hand instead of in a calculator. 2 is the same as 32/16 minus 1/16. That's 31/16. So there's the focus. Next is the directrix. The directrix is a horizontal line, so it's y equals. And if the focus is 2 minus 1/16, or 32/16 minus 1/16, the directrix is 32/16 plus 1/16. So that is 33/16. Of course, the calculator will do all this simplifying work for you as well. Okay, next, direction. A is negative, so it opens downward. Now if it opens downward, that means it looks something roughly like this, and the vertex is up here at the top, so that means it has a maximum. And our last one, we've got a vertex for a parabola at -4, 3. We've got a focus at -4, -3. So there's the vertex, there's the focus. We need the directrix. The vertex has to be exactly halfway between the focus and the directrix, which means the directrix is going to have to be way up here. Now there's 6 spaces between -3 and +3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is right here. So that means the directrix is this horizontal line up here at y equals 9. The axis of symmetry is a vertical line, x equals, and it's going to have the same x value as the vertex and the focus, x equals -4. Then the equation y equals, we'll leave a space for a, x, then minus h, so here's h and k, so I need the opposite of h. H is -4, so the opposite of h is +4, squared, and then plus k, so that's plus 3. Now I need a. So I take that y value of the focus, and that is equal to k plus 1 over 4a. So the y value of the focus equals k, which is 3, plus 1 over 4a. I'll subtract this 3 and get -6 equals 1 over 4a. And then multiply by 4a. 4 times -6 is -24, so -24a equals 1, and divide by -24. A is -1 over 24, and there's my equation.